Hi everybody, Dan Illman here taking a look at race number 3 at Del Mar on Sunday. We'll throw up the field for the Grade 3 Cecil B. DeMille Stakes. These are 2-year-olds going 1 mile, and there are 2 horses in this race that are expected to take the lion's share of the wagering action. The one Optimizing, recently stakes placed for Michael McCarthy at Del Mar, and the number 10 Verbal, a Juddmonte Farms homebred, shipping in from New York for trainer Chad Brown off a very impressive debut win. But they are far from the only contenders in this race. It is a very strong and deep field, and we'll begin taking a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector. And the pace should be solid with these 2-year-olds, a few of them stretching out in distance. The 7 Cabo Spirit went gate to wire last time out, beating 3 of these foes at Del Mar on November the 7th. Now, he was able to get away with a half mile in 49 seconds, and according to Timeform US's red bar fast-paced scenario, that's likely not going to happen. Groovy Huey stretches out, switches to turf, adds blinkers. That horse should show good speed. Barsabas also stretches out. I think the pace is going to be solid. Maybe not explosive, but solid. And the good news for the one Optimizing is that he has excellent tactical speed and the inside post where he can tuck in behind the leaders and work out a nice pace tracking ground-saving trip. Let's watch his most recent start, the Golden Mile at Del Mar on November the 5th. Good runner-up effort. Now, he was beaten by a big long shot in this race, Astronomer, but his buyer moved up to a 78 in his second start in North America for McCarthy, and a repeat of that number is going to make him very solid and logical in this race. Now, he's going to take money. He was 8-1 last time out. He's likely going to be a fraction of that price in this race, but he just looks like a solid professional 2-year-old that is going to run very well once again. The 2 is Cantaro de Oro. This horse coming up for a runner-up effort behind Cabo Spirit. Now, he sat second off Cabo Spirit. We talked about the slow pace in that race. They ran 1-2 all the way around the track. The closers were really compromised. Cantaro de Oro had a good setup. This horse is still a maiden after 4 lifetime starts. I do respect his tactical speed, but this is a tough spot and is likely going to face a faster pace situation. Groovy Huey, the 3, can be part of the pace. First time for trainer Kenneth Black. Blinkers are on. First time turf. I wish there was a little more turf in the pedigree. The Sire Dad's Caps won a couple of editions of the Grade 1 Carter handicap on dirt. The Dam went 0-for-1 on turf. I'm not sure I see the route or turf ability in the pedigree, but Groovy Huey should show some speed. Stakes placed at the Downs at Albuquerque last time out. Derecho Dandy really took to turf last time out. We're going to watch his maiden win going a mile at Santa Anita. He was able to go to the front, and he set a legitimate pace, and he was able to sprint on home at a big price at 13-1 for a partnership led by West Point Thoroughbreds. It was a marked improvement over his 2 dirt starts. It appears turf is what he's been waiting for his whole career, and while he showed speed in that spot, I'm not sure he's the kind of horse that needs the lead to succeed. Joe Bravo's likely going to break out of there running, see how this pace materializes, and decide whether he wants to go forward with the 4 Derecho Dandy. Barsabas is the number 5. This horse will stretch out for the first time. He's out of an AP Indy mare, so he has the pedigree, I think, to at least get the mile. He's coming off of a good win at Santa Anita, albeit in a starter optional claimer. It was a 6-furlong race. He stayed up close to the pace, and he sprinted on home to win. Don't think that was the fastest race in the world. We don't have a buyer number, at least on my early past performances. But this is a horse that is eligible to get close to the pace. He is a multiple winner, facing several horses that are maidens or eligible for non-winners of 2 life. Maybe he can get into the number at a price. Il Capitano is the 6th. This horse scored last time out at Golden Gate Fields in an off-turf race, went right to the lead, got a very nice ride, backing down the fractions, and sprinting on home to win as the odds-on favorite. This horse has won on turf at Del Mar in the past, a maiden race. He has speed, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's part of the pace picture under Johnny Velasquez. Let's watch Cabo Spirit win, beating 3 of these, as I mentioned earlier, in the maiden race at Del Mar on November the 7th. And again, the pace was slow. Cantaro de Oro is chasing, and chasing in vain. Cabo Spirit just got a great ride from Victor Espinoza. With the other speeds in this race, I'm not sure this trip is available to Cabo Spirit, but he is in very good form right now, and like Derecho Dandy, it appears that turf is his game. Stotland is the number 8. Interesting placement for the Hess barn. This horse was just compromised in his debut. He finished 9th behind Cabo Spirit, but it was a race where he broke from post position 11, had to give up ground in the early portion of the race, got into a little bit of trouble. It was a great learning experience for the son of Mucho Macho Man, who figures to get a much better pace scenario this time around. He was 41-1 in that race. He's going to have to improve a little bit here. Get Back Goldie, the number 9. I was extremely impressed with Get Back Goldie's maiden claiming win at Santa Anita on October the 23rd. It was his first race on the turf. He showed good early speed to get to the lead. He opened up again on the field on the second turn. The horse that was chasing him was just dusted. He sort of fell behind to the mid-pack, and Get Back Goldie, once he changed leads in the stretch, exploded in the lane. It was a very respectable 82 Beyer speed figure. Now he's stepping all the way up from the maiden claiming ranks to this graded stakes race, but this horse has some ability. The question is, can he sit off horses? Because I think the speeds to the inside are going to go, but I liked the way he won. It was a very visually impressive as well as fast turf debut. Verbal's the 10. Let's watch his win, a debut win for Judmont and Chad Brown at Belmont, and if you believe the pace is going to be fast, Verbal's running style might make him tailor-made for this year's Cecil B. DeMille. He comes from off of the pace. He draws away to score with a 74 Beyer speed figure. Chad usually means business when he ships out here to the West Coast, despite his current 0-for-12 record at Del Mar. And Verbal just looks like a horse that additional distance, additional maturity, and a good pace will all work to his advantage. Outside post he's going to have to overcome, but with the speeds in here, Jose Ortiz likely just going to draft in and make one run from the back of the pack. And Lottery Pick is not out of this. It's a tough post 11, but he picks up Pratt, and this son of American Freedom also came out of the Cabo Spirit race. He didn't break very well, and that was it for him, considering the pace scenario. He tried to come from far out of it. He actually passed a few horses in the stretch and showed some interest for trainer Peter Urton. He's going to be a price in this race, and he's a horse that bears a little bit of watching. He's giving up a ton of experience. This is only his second lifetime start, and maybe a horse like Verbal is a better stretch kick, but this horse still has some potential. I respect the horses that are going to take money. I respect Verbal. I respect optimizing, but I do have a feeling that Get Back Goldie can run a little bit, and I think he will offer a price despite the recent strong buyer. We take a look at our picks. That's where I'm going. The son of Golden Sense. Get Back Goldie, hoping he's found a home on turf as these 2-year-olds get ready for their close-up in the Cecil B. DeMille on Sunday. Good luck. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here, wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving week and letting you know of DRF's special twist on a traditional Black Friday sale. Head on over to shop.drf.com. We're offering up to 50% off select DRF products, including classic and formulator PPs, picks, clocker reports, DRF Plus, the DRF digital paper, and lots more. Everybody gets 20% off these select products. However, DRF Bets members get an additional 30% off, total discount 50%. Now's the time to stock up on DRF products. If you're not a DRF Bets member yet, what are you waiting for? The time to join is now. Get 50% off select DRF products at shop.drf.com. Use the code BLFRI21.